Hi, boys and girls. For today's lesson, we're going to be reviewing the different forms of energy that we've talked about in class. And so today you're going to be listening to the recording of the lesson because I'm going to be using this time to work with some students on some different tests. So many times this week you might be listening to a recording of our lessons. So I want you to think about the three forms of energy that we've talked about in the past. And I'm going to give you a few examples before I reveal to you the three different types of energy. Okay, so I want you to think about the sun. Think about a lamp. And think about what kind of energy those things give off. Think about drums or a bell or the fire alarm. And think about what types of energy those things give off. Think about an oven. Think about the fireplace. Think about a candle. And think about what kinds of energy those things give off. And if you need to pause the video or the recording to give yourself some time to think anytime during the recording, you can go ahead and pause it. So you're thinking about the three types of energy. And if you need a clue, you're going to see some pictures show up. So you've got the sun, a light bulb, and a flashlight. Those are our light energy sources. Some examples of sound energy would be the phone ringing, a bell, drums. And if you're thinking about heat energy, some examples would be the oven, the fire from the fireplace, and the sun. And so today you're going to be thinking about different jobs that people do and what kind of energy they use when they're doing their jobs. So I'm going to show you a picture of some firefighters. And here you have your three examples of the types of energy to help you. And I want you to think about when the firefighters are doing their jobs, what kind of energy is needed to do their jobs. And I'm going to show you a real short video in just a second to kind of help your brain get some ideas. And again, remember, if you need to pause to do some thinking, you can do that. Okay, but think about what type of energy they might use. Do they use light energy, sound energy, heat energy? Maybe they use a couple of different forms. Okay, so here is the short clip that I want you to watch. Okay, so think about that fire truck. What types of energy was that fire truck using? And you should have heard the sound from the siren, and you should have heard or seen the lights flashing. So the fire truck used sound energy as well as light energy. Okay, so here's another job. We have a chef. So think about what he or she does for their job. And then think about what type of energy a chef might need to get the job done. Remember, your choices are light energy, heat energy, and sound energy. Okay? And again, I'm going to show you a little video clip to help you out if you need some ideas. So here is the video clip.
Thank you. How long does it take to cook in there?
About 2.5 minutes.
Fantastic.
Okay, so think, what in that video clip, what did you see? What kind of energy did you see that he was using to cook the pizza? And you should have thought of heat energy because he put the pizza in that oven that had the hot fire to cook the pizza. Okay, here's a picture of a teacher. So think about a teacher and think about all of the things that he or she does on the job, and think about what type of energy a teacher needs to do his or her job. Think about light energy, heat energy, and sound energy. And here is a short video to help you with your thinking.
All right. In our classroom, the first thing we do in the morning is we sing. All right? So I'm going to play our first song, and I'm going to need you to sing with me. Okay? Did you guys practice already? Okay, so you ready to sing? All right, so you can unmute your microphone. And I'm going to play our music, and I want to hear you guys singing, okay?
Okay, so think about what you saw in that video and what types of energy was this teacher using to do his job. Remember, if you want to pause the recording to think, you can. Okay. And you should have seen him using his computer, and his computer gives off light energy. His computer was also giving out sound energy because he was using it for the speakers to hear the song. So he was using several forms of energy to do his job. Here we have a doctor. So think about a doctor and think about what he or she would need. What type of energy would he or she need to do the job? And here is a couple of clips for you to watch. Okay, so on that video, they're monitoring the patient's heart rate. And over here, you see them using a thermometer. Okay, so think about, you've got your clues down here also to remind you. We've got heat energy, light energy, and sound energy. So these are different things that doctors might use to do their job. And so on this first one, think about what kind of energy was being used on that machine. And you probably definitely said sound energy because you could hear it beeping. And you might even say light energy because that's what's producing these lines and the numbers that are on the screen. It's kind of like a computer. And then you saw the thermometer, and you might have said sound because you heard it beeping. And you might have seen a little light come on when the doctor was taking the baby's temperature. So you might have said sound, and you might have said light energy for the thermometer over here. Okay, so now what you need to do is you're going to take out your journal and your pencil and go ahead and open it up to a clean page. And if you need to pause the video to do that, you can pause while you get your journal and your pencil. And you are going to pick a job. It could be one of the jobs you see up here that we talked about. It could be a job that you want to do when you get older. It could be a job of your mom or your dad or your grandma or maybe older brother. And you're going to draw a picture of it in your journal. And then you're going to choose something that they use to do their job. So if I do a teacher, I draw a picture of the teacher, and then maybe I'm going to draw a computer. Or if I pick a police officer, I'm going to draw the police officer and maybe the police car. So you're drawing a picture of the person doing their job and then one thing that they use for their job. And I want you to be thinking about when you pick up the thing that they use, try and pick something that gives off some sort of energy. Okay, so like if I'm picking the chef, I might draw the chef and then a stove. Okay, so you're going to draw the picture of the person and something they use. And then your second part that I want you to do is to label your drawing and say what form of energy is being used. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the teacher. So I'd have a picture of the teacher with her computer, and then I might label teacher, computer, and then I might go ahead and underneath here, I might put a sentence that says, a teacher uses sound energy when she teaches using her computer. Okay, so listen one more time. A picture of a person and their job, something they use for their job that gives off some sort of energy, and then you're going to label and you're going to tell me what type of energy is being used. And there's nothing that you need to turn in for this. If you want to have mom or dad take a picture and send it to me, that's fine, but there's nothing to turn in Schoology for this. Okay, so your assignment today was to watch the lesson and then work on the picture in your journal, and then that's it for today. Okay, and let me go out. I don't believe, let me double check with Schoology for a second. So you're going to see me go into your Schoology. I just want to make sure that there isn't anything in there for Monday before I tell you to leave. So I'm going to go to social studies. I'm going to science actually. And you have nothing in your folder for science for Monday. So the only thing you're working on is that picture that I was just telling you about. Okay, so I'm excited to see what y'all do in your journals.